This man changes teams. He says goodbye to the SAG team. Can he bow out with a victory? Here we go then. The Grand Prix of Portugal in Moto2, and we are away. Good start.
Yes. It's all because he completely hashed the start. A disaster for Antonio early on. He made a real...
Blimey! What's happened there?
Marini diary.
So, it's Gardner that leads from Bastianini. There is Marini in third. Then it's Martin. Lowe.
Marini was trying to get a bit aggressive, wasn't he? Gardner then already with a half a second advantage through the first two sectors on this opening lap. Buliga that got wiped out. The graphic was wrong initially. It was Buliga that got clattered. Of course, they're going to be teammates next year in 2021.
The Aussie, having not got off the line perfectly. In the background there, Luca Marini's now putting out of the slipstream of his teammate for next year in MotoGP. Further back then, Nagashima's really got his mojo back. He just ticked off Aaron Canet to go up into 8th.
He was quite clearly a certain number 21 in the hands of Fabio Di Gianantonio. That all came about there because he fluffed the...
They're all bunching up quite closely there. Augusto Fernandez almost up the inside of his teammate Sam Lowe's. Remy Gardner
skirmishes, and he's now streaking away from Enea Bastianini in second place. They're all ganging up behind him. It's Marini, Martin. Just come over the line in 8th place. That's going to be really costly for him.
Look at Bezzecchi there, launching an assault on Augusto here. That's good for us. Slightly easier to work out. Down the hill into turn 5. Gardner it is that leads. As you'd expect, Bastianini, second place would be plenty good enough for him to be crowned world champion, but he's coming under huge threat. They're queuing up.
He risks, says he, to try and hunt down Gardner. Gardner's not a championship threat. Why throw away the championship?
All through goes Sam Lowe's there. He's got down the hill through turn 15. Sam Lowe's, the only advantage he does have over these guys is he's got racing experience. He's gone up ahead of Enea Bastianini into turn 1. So that's 1 place gained for Marini. And now Sam Lowe's wants to...
His rear time. Sam Lowe's goes for it as well, down the hill into turn number 5. So 2 of his main championship rivals of...
And Sam Lowe's up down, Remy Gardner is 1.1 seconds up the road.
Yeah, you can see once he got through on Bastianini.
Remy Gardner's lead a second, back to Luca Marini. Then it's Lowe's and Bastianini.
Nice move by Fernandez. He's clicked into gear.
Well, an interesting point to add here. Of all the riders that are teammates on the grid, please do anything you can.
Yeah, they want to retain the world title. They want it for a 4th time. They've done it with Tito Rabat, Frankham on Bastianini. Try and push him into a mistake. Watch the Gianantonio from the front row. Got a terrible start off the line. Look at that. He's getting too much. He got squeezed. Look at that on the inside curve braking. That's not going to work out. Sam Lowe's was quite unfortunate.
Wow, he took a front wheel bend off. A very eager-looking Raul Fernandez. We're on board now with Bastianini, looking back to the number 3.
He has just set his fastest lap of the race at 1:43.4. That's 3/10 slower though than the 2 men ahead of him.
But didn't quite pay off. Around turn 4 then they go, up towards turn 5. Can he find a way through on the slipstream?
Credit to Tatsuta at the end of this 2020 season. That continues as well. He's on Nagashima's case and doing low 43s himself.
Cannot quite get the move done cleanly enough. We know how good Bastianini is on the brakes as well.
And we know how good he is traditionally.
Into more trouble. That's a little bit problematic and will maybe make...
It's been for him. Bastianini fights back on Fernandez, gets him on the brakes down the hill into the first corner.
Fernandez is bound to have a... Sam Lowe's is still digging deep. These guys have caught right up with Remy Gardner as again through goes Augusto Fernandez.
20, it's fair to say.
Augusto Fernandez, this is the best we've seen of him for a long time. He's recovering, of course, from arm pump.
Well, that's been eaten up very, very quickly by 2 title contenders behind him. He's down to 2/10 now. Yeah, that's all the incentive he needs, isn't it? To keep himself focused, keep himself in the zone and keep himself driving. Luca Marini, traditionally in the past, particularly this season, when he's got clear track ahead of him, he clicks into his rhythm and he's gone. Six colleague, a massive favour. That could be more points lost as well for Enea Bastianini. Get your calculators out down at Ataltra. Two shoes, you saw him there over the hill. It got a little bit wild, a little bit loose, and Fernandez on his rear tyre now as well.
Nothing there. He was very lucky not to get clattered into. Big mistake at the start of the race, that for Marini, but at the moment, to becoming the most unlikely world champion given the injury that he has got.
Yeah, and Fernandez, Bastianini, Bezzecchi and Martin hope that something happens to Bastianini behind him.
Fernandez here is giving Remy Gardner something to think about, and Marco Bezzecchi...
This year when he won that famous late tussle with Fabio Di Gianantonio, long overdue from the 23-year-old. See him clambering, standing almost on the foot pace, lifting his backside out of the seat to get some weight. Whoa, that difficult season for Augusto Fernandez in Moto2's top team.
Bezzecchi with him, and he goes through. That's another place drop then for Enea Bastianini.
And he's not running wide. Recovery at the end.
To turn 8.
Gardner was 4 tenths quicker on that last lap than Luca Marini.
It's happened to Nagashima, his name just went.
Enea Bastianini has got a little bit of breathing space, well, more than a bit of breathing space.
A 1 second advantage for
It's got slightly easier, if that's the right word or right phrase to use for Bastianini. Slightly easier when you haven't got Jorge. Gardner yet again was 3 tenths quicker than Luca Marini. Bezzecchi fires his calyx up the inside of that right hand now will be as swollen as a balloon. It's and the blows can somehow dig so deep to get back ahead of Gardner and Marini.
What he's going through, just push, trying to do everything exactly the same every lap, slightly better, don't make a mistake.
And these two is Bastianini.
Yeah, they've actually gapped the Italian a little bit on this last lap. Bezzecchi and Fernandez were half a second clear.
Marini P1, but the gap now just a bike length back to Remy Gardner, who's on the hunt for his first. Fernandez.
Well, Bastianini right now will be a Remy Gardner cheerleader because he'll see that he's hunting down Luca Marini.
Has been all season long. So many different riders have led at different stages of this. All 4 have been great all year. They've had their moments on the top step. Now to go. And a good response that lap from Marini, a 42.8 from him, a 42.7.
Gardner, who now we ride on board with over the hill through turn 4. And Gardner lining up for a famous...
The work continues for Joe Roberts. He's made up another couple of places. He's up to 8 now, the American. Just 1 place behind Jorge.
And go and hunt down Bezzecchi and Fernandez.
The races feel long when you're on your own, so Sam Lowes will be encouraged.
He would have said, where do I sign up? Could he have signed up? There's so much pain in that right hand. He's done an incredible job. Now much better than what we saw from Luca Marini.
Good news for Enea Bastianini fans. He is about to go through on Augusto Fernandez.
Top 6, and that's going to be crucial. He's racked up the points. It's an old cliche, points make prizes. Well, it could be the ultimate prize. Sam Lowes, though, if he can somehow, I mean, the guy's already dug deeper than probably any other round by virtue of the fact he's won more races. So it's still all out there for Sam Lowes.
5 laps remain here in Portugal. Right now, as it stands, Bastianini.
I mean, surely now Remy Gardner's going to go win it or bin it. Surely that's what his motto is. But Luca Marini, he's normally like granite when he's at the front of a race.
This is what happened to Sam Lowes. Oh, massive. Luca Marini doing enough still. Gardner lining at that. Augusto Fernandez is doing marvellous work as a wingman for his teammate Sam Lowes at the moment. He really is. A 42.5.
That's half a second almost quicker than Remy Gardner ahead of him. Bastianini fights back at 6-0. Take a bow, Sam Lowes.
Well, he's desperate now for Gardner to engage with Marini because it gives
in this Moto2 World Championship, and that could be the critical, tiny mistake by Lowes when that rear just stepped in at this stage of the race. It means that he's going to give some worrying moments to the Italian. Gardner, again, all over the canal corner, and again, look, he's just able to eat into that advantage of Marini.
He has to pull out because he's so...
Jorge Martin just passed Augusto Fernandez. Fernandez had a poor last lap. Looks like he might be fading here late on.
And if he can make that move stick, he's world champion.
Yeah, Marini needs a favour now from Bezzecchi, doesn't he? Needs some help from...
Turn 8, through turn 9. We're about to get towards the sector where Remy Gardner's got the speed. Is the move coming?
He said yesterday, didn't he?
Plant a move. Here comes Gardner, though. As close as he's been in the last couple of laps. Is there any room through? Look at him.
Still in World Championship contention. Again, Remy Gardner unable to make that superior corner speed work for him through turn 15.
Move. He did at turn 3. Gardner has gone through. He leads the Grand Prix with 2 laps remaining.
And Luca Marini somehow has got...
Now, if this happens a bit more, Lowes might come into the frame, but he's just lost a couple of tenths on the last lap. Unbelievable action here in Moto.
Crucial 4 sector very shortly, where he's been by far the faster rider over Marine. Look at the gap he's already pulled out. And now surely there will never be a better opportunity for Remy Gardner to follow in the footsteps of his legendary. Remy Gardner's just set his personal best lap of the race, a 1:42.6, 8/10 quicker he was on this man has long gone. He's timed this absolutely brilliantly. What a ride this is for Remy Gardner. His farewell appearance, full of admiration for Sam Lowe's.
Bastianini, though, he doesn't know what the situation is. He knows if he's fourth, he's world champion no matter what.
And Martin can't come through, though. The last time the legendary Gardner name was mentioned in race-winning terms in Moto2.
Here he comes, Remy Gardner. The checkered flag is out, and we have a winner. The Aussie's done it, number 87.
Champion with an A of Bastianini, and he congratulates to him, but it's the Wizard of Oz, Remy Gardner. What a performance. Spell Sam Lowe's, what a performance by him in third place, but a joy.
That's great to see Sam Lowe's there, who has done.
Hei rekan-rekan, ternyata Enia Bastianini selamat menjadi championship juara pertama Moto2 tahun 2020. Jangan lupa subscribe, comment, like, and share.
Jangan lupa subscribe, jangan lupa komen, jangan lupa share. Pokoknya jangan lupa makan, jangan lupa tidur, jangan lupa sholat,
Ya,
jangan lupa mandi. Pokoknya jangan lupa deh. Gua demen banget sama Bang Bimo.
selamat Enia Bastianini menjadi championship 2020. Luca Marini, yaitu anak Didi Rossi ataupun adik tiri Rossi, menjadi championship yang kedua tahun 2020. Oke, cukup sekian guys. Semoga berita full race yang kalian nonton tadi dapat bermanfaat bagi kalian, dan jangan lupa, bukan tergantung kalian, jangan lupa semuanya, jangan lupa makan, jangan lupa tidur, jangan lupa bobok semuanya. Oke, goodbye.